Hello everybody. I've missed everybody so much. I think the last time I got on live to cook was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it's long overdue. Okay, so as always, I'm gonna post the recipe and a picture of the finished dish in the comment section. Hi Kathy. Hi Deborah. In the comment section, and it will also be in my page under photos on Facebook if that's where you follow me. So anyway, we're doing soup, and you guys all know how I feel about soup. I can eat soup any time of the year. So I'm going to turn the comments off. I'll get back to you all later, but I do want to say hi to everybody. Hi Tammy, thanks for tuning in. So let's get to it. What we're doing, wait a minute, I forgot the name of the soup. We're doing white chicken chili. I made another recipe that I didn't really care for, and so I found this and thought, I'm gonna give it a try, see what happens. I mean, it's soup, can't mess it up. So let's go, let's get to it. All right, so in the pan, I already have 1 teaspoon of oil, and to that, I'm gonna turn the fire on medium-low. To that, I'm gonna add 4 minced garlic cloves. So you know, if you know me at all, there's 5 in here. So put the garlic in there. It also calls for 1½ cups of diced onion. This recipe serves for, it is 1 point, you guys, it's 1 point. Okay, so I do want to say something about that, since I have your attention. All right, so this chili is 1 point. You can top it off with sour cream if you want, which is included in the point value, but I kind of wanted to enlighten you a little bit, because this is not a Weight Watcher recipe, but somebody took the time to figure out how many freestyle points it was. But there are nutritional facts here, and that also will be in the comment section when I post the recipe. But you guys, 1 serving is 1.5 cups, which is good. Calorie-wise, it's 290 points. So, you know where I'm going with this. Just because it's 1 point, you got to keep in mind what the calorie count is. You know, are you going to want to have 3 cups of this at the tune of 580 calories? Probably not. So you want to stay within a serving size. Keeping it real here. So we got, sorry you guys, it's so shaky. Okay, so we got our onion and garlic going. You can just cook this for about 5 minutes. I also think this would be super good in the crock pot. Hey Samantha. Okay, so that's going. So after 5 minutes, the onions are kind of translucent at this point. To that, we're going to add 2 4-ounce cans of diced green chili. And look, I did this for my husband. I did one that's mild, and I did one that is hot. He'd have the whole thing hot, but I can't do it. So you're going to add the 2 cans of the green chilies. You're going to add 2 medium jalapenos chopped. Okay, I'm cheating because I didn't want to do that. And okay, let me see. So I'm gonna add like half this can. So got the jalapenos in there. We're gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of ground coriander. Don't fit in here. So 1.5 teaspoons coriander. We are going to put 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Teaspoon of chili powder. We are going to add a teaspoon of salt, which I'm going to do 1/2 because I'm salt sensitive, so I'm just going to do 1/2. And some pepper. And a teaspoon of ground cumin. You guys can see this. I need to. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna stir this up. Then we are gonna add 3 cups of Great Northern beans. I actually got cannelli beans because that's my husband prefers those, so I got 3 cups of cannelli beans, and we are going to add 4 cups of chicken broth, chicken stock, whichever you prefer. Just going to measure this out here. I usually use chicken stock because I just think it has a more of a flavor to it. Okay. So we have all that in there. Now we're just gonna let this kind of cook for, it says 20 minutes, but I'll probably end up doing it less because it's gonna sit on the stove and just kind of simmer for a while. So I'm just gonna let that be for a while. Okay, so now I actually found this recipe. I Googled it because I was looking for something for cornbread. And I actually found this recipe that someone else had posted that their leader gave them. There's only 3 ingredients, so you get to get it too. Okay, so on the cornbread, I'm gonna move this back to the back so you guys can see. Okay, so for the cornbread, we have 1 can of cream style corn. We have 2 egg whites. And 1 cup of self-rising cornmeal. Okay, a little note on the self-rising cornmeal. I couldn't find it. I couldn't even find a spot on the shelf for it. So I had to Google how to make it, and I'll actually post that recipe too. You're just adding baking powder to the cornmeal, a little bit of salt, but I'll give you the breakdown of the measurement for the cornmeal and the baking powder. That goes in. This goes in at a 400-degree oven. I think I need a bigger spoon, be helpful. Goes in at a 400-degree oven for 15 minutes, and they're made in muffin tin. You could add green chilies or jalapenos to this too. Okay, this makes 12 muffins, we hope. So I'm just going to use this handy dandy little scoopers so they all kind of come out the same. You're supposed to fill them 2/3 of the way full. And when I put the cornmeal and all that together, I kind of shook it up and got it all mixed in there together. I'm not going to lie, I'm using Marie Callender's cornbread mix, and it's super sweet, so I hope I like this. Okay, so it definitely makes 12. So like I said, these are going to go in at 400 for 15 minutes, but I'm going to set them aside for right now. I'm going to go back to the chili. Okay, so for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and put everything in here. Like I said, it's gonna simmer for a while, so I'm not too worried about the fact that the flavors haven't married yet. They will. Okay, so to this, we are gonna add 16 ounces of chicken breast. And you guys, I don't boil my own. I go buy a rotisserie chicken. That's what I like. I like the flavor of it, so that's what I do. I take it off the bone. I use the breast and take it off the bone. So we're gonna add 16 ounces of chicken breast, and we are gonna add the juice of 2 limes. And then right before I serve this, I don't wanna do it now, but I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of cilantro that I'm going to chop up fine. But I'm gonna put that in last, right before I serve. And then you can, on top of that, you can serve it with sour cream, you can put cheese, just have to remember to count your points for that. So I'm just gonna let this hang out. And that's it. Easy. So you know, all the stuff I do is pretty easy. I think there's only been a couple things that I've made that have been more labor intensive than this, but I don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. You all know that. I choose things that are fast, number one. Number two, that I have leftovers, and that are full of flavor. That's what we're all looking for. Nobody wants to get stuck in the baked chicken and steamed vegetable rut. So change it up. I will post the picture. I will post the recipe. Make it, you guys. Super simple, you saw. And I've missed you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.